How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And you know how we keep talking about how most movie games published on the NES were bad? This was particularly true for one actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in 5 games on the NES: Predator, Total Recall, Terminator 2, Terminator, and today's game. None of them are good. This one might be the worst of those 5. This game was published in 1993. And yeah, it shows up on 7 different platforms. It's a lot of games. Different developers took on different versions of the game. The NES port was handled by Teeny Weeny Games. And considering that this game takes about 15 minutes to beat, it is in fact teeny weeny. Today's game is the NES port of Last Action Hero. Now, in the film adaptation of Last Action Hero, there's this little boy. The little boy gets a magical movie ticket that can put him into and take him out of any movie of his choosing. He chooses the latest film by his favorite action hero, Jack Slater, who's played by Arnold. And this game kind of follows a lot of stuff in the game, in the movie rather. Down to the fact that there is a weird Hamlet thing going on in the movie. One of the levels in this game takes place inside of that Hamlet trailer or whatever it was. But yeah, I don't care how much quirkiness you put in this game. This game's going to be terrible. It just is not good. Sony Imagesoft should not have published this, but it was done by Columbia Pictures, who is a Sony company, and one of the publishers for one of the versions of this game is Psygnosis, also a Sony thing. So Sony's hands were all up and through this in every aspect of the process. That means that this was gonna happen. They were gonna recoup some of that sweet, sweet merchandise money. Another interesting thing about the NES port in particular was that I want to say the NES port was a rental store exclusive. Blockbuster rental exclusive. So yeah, all the copies that have escaped out into the wild were formerly in the hands of a Blockbuster Video. Now, the other versions of the game, you could just meander into a Kmart or a Walmart or whatever and get yourself a copy. Hence why the NES version of the game is so much more expensive than the other consoles. But regardless of all that, and regardless of the collectability of this game, the movie isn't great, and this version of the game, even worse. So yeah, I don't care about collectability. Yes, this came out at the end of the NES life cycle. It just doesn't matter. But if you insist on getting yourself a copy of Last Action Hero on the NES, they run about 100, anywhere between actually $80 and like $140. So average out about $115 would be a good sweet spot for a price on this cart. But again, why would you pay that for a game that is absolutely awesome? Don't do that. You deserve a lot better than this game. Don't do it. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow.
8-Bit Animal.
Tomorrow. Yeah, this is a big deal. Presenting the only NES game that I can think of with hacky sack in it. You're welcome.